There we go. I'm live. Hello. Hi, Grubs. Welcome to the stream. Oh, uh, hello. Today, I think we're gonna do something very, very interesting. Let's see if let's see how this goes, right? I think I'm gonna try my my best attempt at doing. Hello, Don. Quick question. Yeah, what is it? Hi, Leo. Wouldn't it be cool if humans had markings like animals? Um, in what way? I do believe that it is said that isn't the case that mostly females do have invisible lines, a little bit like cats? I think I've heard something like that. But maybe you're talking about something else. Hi Jetix, hi Digi, hi Cinnamon Roll, hi Limon. Hello every grub. Welcome. Let me see. Oh, something like this. This is what I've seen that um humans actually do have. Maybe it's not even only females. Who knows? That few humans, wait, let me show it. Humans actually do have markings and patterns. Uh oh, this is what I've seen. Like women have stripes, but we don't see them probably because of what is it? It's like probably seen with another color like UV or infrared, something like that. Like splotches, dots, freckles, stripes, gradients, libertavi, all of it. I wish humans were more interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, it happens. I think we're uh, quite interesting enough, but there could be more variation, yes. But actually, what can I even say? I'm just a little bug. So uh but pretty interesting topic. How is everybody? I I feel good today. I feel um maybe I don't look like it, but I do feel with a lot of energy rather like than some other days where I do feel like pretty tired. I haven't been sleeping quite like super early, but I think I've been sleeping better or at least a little bit more. Um the bug should have hit uh pink leopard print on it. um I think I've been sleeping more, so hopefully better. And yeah, I mean, I do still need to sleep a little bit earlier, right? I think that's important. You say you want to be a cat boy. Well, they might be getting to that, right? That's what they want to achieve. Uh, okay. So today I wanted to do something really fun. I haven't seen the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, but I I am pretty excited about it. And when it comes to new Ninja Turtles stuff, there's always this thing of how are they gonna redesign them? How are they gonna do them? And while their designs are pretty simple, I think there are a few things that you can get out of every little new version that we get of them. And I think that's something that, I don't know, to me it always feels like really cool. It's always cool to see how they make them now. Um, but I do know there were problems with how people saw the TMNT rise, or the rise of the TMNT. The the previous iteration. I think that one um wasn't, I guess, universally loved. I think it had its fans. I think the designs were pretty cool, but I feel like I do understand why some people weren't like super keen on them. The design change was like really radical. The new vision of the creators. Hi, these are flowers. Um, well, yeah. I think they always have like new ways of portraying them, which is, I think it's pretty fun, and I think that gives us a lot of I don't know, it makes it so that it isn't stale, and it isn't like you can always look forward to see how the turtles will look, how Splinter will look. I love always seeing how Shredder looks. I think Shredder is one that is really fun to see in each iteration. And um, I always thought about working a little bit on the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles designs, especially because I understand why they work so well, but I also understand why they aren't liked as much. And to me, one of the key details is that I love when um series or I don't know, shows, whatever. Uh, I love when they have different character shapes, and I love when they have different sizes. And it was like really interesting that they went with different how would you call it? Uh, Turtle species. Like this is a basic showcase of that. If I may say, I think Donnie should be the lanky one. My request is that Raph is the big boy. I do totally agree with that. I think this is like a really good template to work with. Um, I think most of the time you can see Raph as his as he's one of the most, bulky ones and aggressive ones to be more that wide and tall. No, not tall. I think wide. In this case, he was like really tall, and I also do think that Donnie should be like tall and all that. He should be the tallest and lankiest. Leo should be the most proportionate, I think, while Mikey being the smallest one. That is like really safe. Um, but I think something that I guess I would say was kind of missing from, maybe not missing. Maybe I think like messed people up was that, or at least this happened with myself. I think Raph in this case, I know he's basically a snapping turtle, or snapper turtle. What's the correct term? Don't remember, but um, I think um he was like too big, maybe. And snapping turtle, yeah. Um, I'm reading chat. Sorry if it feels like I'm not. I just had this like great idea in my mind, and especially if I want to make it into a video if this goes well. I'm thinking about it, but um Sorry if it doesn't feel like I'm replying enough, maybe. Just sharing all of my thoughts. So, there are a few things that we could change about this. For example, let's see. Let's just do a little bit of a close up. And I think the problem is for me, and I'm not. I know it looks like I'm saying like there's something wrong with this iteration of the turtles, but it's more like, whoa, it's so close to being perfect, but I know why it's not loved by people. And I think um this is one of the things that I should have as a base, and then look at the other turtles, because this um set of designs is so good, but it's not loved by the community. So yeah, I want to know if I can change a few of the things with this, grab from the other designs, and maybe make my perfect version of the turtles, which I think would work well. But um, this is like a great example of different body types. But like I said, I think something that happens with the turtles is that um, they shouldn't be like so disproportionate. And I think that's something that Ref has, that he's like so big in comparison. And if he was gonna be this big, then I would have made like, I would have what I would have done would be something like, then make the others like really extreme, right? If you're gonna make Ref this big, then maybe make Donnie like this tall, and make Mikey like so short, like that. Even push it a lot more. So that's something that I think a little bit. Uh so yeah, it's like I was rewatching TMNT 2003 a while ago, but I stopped at one point and haven't continued. I love those turtles. I love almost every turtle, so um I think Raph should be wide and should be squish the Mikey. That's true. Like uh I think Raph should be wide and bulky, but shouldn't be like that tall. And I do believe that Donnie does fit the archetype of being like tall and lanky and all that. So like this is like a really really interesting way to look at them, right? So let's keep on looking at design, shapes, and all that. I didn't look at these designs for very long, and wow, this art is up my alley. Yeah, they have like you said, really angular shapes. They take a lot of care. They put a lot of care and effort into showcasing their personalities and all that, and they actually do um something that I really like. Like for example, with this, and I wish I want to kind of implement this. I like that the back of the shell, the turtle shell, has tint to it. Um, they represent the character. Maybe I won't do it as much because I don't feel like um I can do this blue. Maybe I kind of want them to be similar but with differences. But yeah, I think you're saying to use more character design, go to your vision, right? What do you mean? Oh, I'm not trying to fix the rice turtles. I think they're fine on their own. Um, I am trying to make a new version, so I'll feel like I'm gonna look at every single turtle. So yeah, this is like my vision. This is what I would do. And like I usually say when it comes to making a design, I don't know if it's gonna we're gonna end up with the design that we want right away. What I usually do is like I make a design and I make like a first version, right? And then I actually tweak that and then end up making like a second version and then more and more and more, right? And then maybe I end up with like so many versions and out of one of those I choose like a final version. So since this is a live stream, I don't think I can do that because I do that process in several days, and today would be like we're only probably gonna end up with this. Hopefully we could end up with this, which could be almost final, but um who knows, who knows. So I'm stinky, what's your proof? Hmm. Uh, TMNT. So yeah, it's gonna be like how would you call it? A little bit of a character design, exploration, and all that. And so, for example, for me, the problem with this type of turtle, like this is not the original. Let me showcase the original because many times people uh don't know them. Which which is a good showcase. So this is what they originally looked like, right? Something like this. And at this time, I think they all even had like um, the red thingies. Like this used to be red for all of them, not only for Raph. And I think they're pretty cool as is. But hello, Boyd. Hello, everyone. Hello, every grub. How are you? Doing good. I'm trying to showcase everything that I think about the turtles. Uh I know this is a little bit of a different stream maybe, but I think it's gonna be fun. Hopefully I think I'll end up with uh oh, interesting, you can sing the song of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think I remember that song so well to sing it. It's always like the teenage no. When I rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, something like that should be. It's always very similar, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And one of my favorite, I think my favorite song would be the one from the 3D show, which feels like a little bit more of a rapping turtle. I missed everyone so much. So yeah, uh, I think with this one, what I would maybe grab, I'm not sure if I'm grabbing um a thing from each generation, but I'll think about what I like. I think I always they always do this type of fingers and this type of I don't know, equipment, and that's pretty cool. I like the roundness that they have here, and something that not every version has, but that I think is could be very interesting is this type of mouth. They do like this, which is interesting, and I think we could probably use that. Like right now, they may look a little bit outdated, but they have their charm. Wait, did I have that image around here? I think not. Let me just grab it. Grab it. Oh, should be like this. Sorry, I just need the reference elsewhere, hopefully. And oh, I was saying the one in the series, something that I like about this, they look like super iconic, right? And something that they started doing, I think with this version, was to have their basically their name in their belt or their initial, right? The beak. Yeah, true. They do have like a turtle beak there. I think I should also design my turtles real quick alongside you. That would be really cool. I had two red-eared sliders, very cute monsters. Oh, really? I do love the turtles too. I think this thing that they did with the belt buckles is pretty fun. Something that I don't like about these turtles that other turtles get right is that they all have the same color, which is fine, but I do like when they have like variation where they're one's like this, one's like more into the blue side or something. I think that's a lot more fun to have that variation. But I do love the simplicity of this design, and it's very friendly and all that. We fighting once again? No, Grubs, don't fight. It's not worth it. So the ooh, this is a great thing to notice, and this is something that I really enjoy about this. Okay, so the 2003 turtles, I think they have something really cool to them, and it's like they're very. I think this is not their first iteration, probably. Wait, let me see if I can find another image, because this looks like from uh different season or something like that. I guess this is a good. It's a little bit small. Mm. I'm not finding them, but this is pretty cool. Wait, I think this is probably good enough, right? Okay, something that I really like about the 2003 turtles, they started using different colors, which I think is like I know they have the already a certain like color to them. I mean blue, purple, red, and orange, but I think also having the different green to them works really well. Um, makes it easier to differentiate them, and I don't know. I think it's just fun to have different iconic colors when it comes to a design. Su personaje de escarabajo es demasiado adorable. Gracias. Thank you. Hi, Caramelo. Welcome to the stream. What was I saying? I can sing my ABCs. Escarabajo VTuber. Yep, that's me, basically. Oh, yeah, I got distracted. I was saying, I think. Oh, I forgot to mention. I like the way their colors are different. Yeah, me too. I really love this. I'm not sure if I'm going with this exact color choice. Like, oh, for example, um, let me see. Because I really like this green, this exact color. I really like this green, but I'm wondering if this should go to Donnie. I think there should be like, I think this color is very Mikey perhaps. They used it uh in the new one. Don't speak in Spanish, can we what? I'm sorry. Ugh. Um but all of these colors do feel like pretty iconic, so I do like them. But I'll need to know if I'll rearrange them. That could be something important to that. Oh, and before I forget, something that I truly love about this version that I think is like, I think this is the one. It could be like the original one had that, but not until this version. I think I noticed it as an important thing for me, which was, I think, the white eyes, completely white eyes. They look just so cool to me. Something about it, I don't know, works like really well for me. I, I'm not sure what I could say, huh? When it comes to why the white in the eyes works so well, I just think it looks cool. I think that Chartreuse was chosen for Donnie for contrast's sake. Maybe, maybe you're right. It goes like really well with the purple, right? Yeah, it's closer to yellow, which is purple's complement. That's true. That's true. So it might be hard to maybe get rid of that, but I'll have to see. It it is like an important thing to keep in mind. So we move it along through our turtles, and they're the live action ones, and they're the, I think there would be other ones, but I'm mostly focusing on like the biggest designs that I see, which are the ones in the, I guess, cartoons, right? Is this a good picture? I don't like that I can't fully find pictures of them um spread out. It's always them like in the same space, but okay, I think this works still. The white makes them easy to recognize and you don't lose yourself following the duration of the eyesight. Hmm, I don't know. Because speaking about the white, um, I really enjoyed how much personality they give to this turtles, this set of turtles. They had like, I think in this one, they it felt like they were trying to differentiate them a lot more than before. Because before they're all like, I don't know, they all have their um character tropes, right? But I think this was the first time that they actually started to differ a little bit more, setting into their roles, right? Um, I prefer the turtles having irises since it makes them more relatable, I guess. Although it would be cool for them to not have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, that's very related to something that I was gonna mention. something that I really loved about this version was that um they have their irises and all that, which is like it works really well for expressions, for I don't know, funny gags, funny uh, for typical moments where they're hanging out, doing funny things and all that, and that works like really well. But this time they actually did give them the full eye with the iris and pupil and all that. But at the serious moments, boom, they had the white pupils, right? The white, complete white eye, which to me, that was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And that works really well. When it comes to my design, I'm probably um just gonna do the white eyes, but we could probably think about what eye color they could have if they had like the typical irises, just because uh, I'm thinking more about simplicity and all that. I think it works well when I'm drawing to do it more to this side, but we could in a way feel like we do have the full eyes for the funny moments. So yeah, I don't remember that. That's actually cool. Yeah, I, I don't know why. That's like super genius. Irises make them sillier. Yeah, I think that's full white makes them look more hardcore. True, true. I don't know. I don't know why, but it's like so true that that is exactly what happens. When they have like the white, the full white on the eyes, they look like super, I don't know, intense. And when they have the irises, they can have silly gags. I think they had, let me see, um, they did a lot of funny anime eye thingies every once in a while, like this, or even they're even I don't think I can find them right away, but um they really did use their eyes to the full potential just by not fully just embracing the anime, I think, maybe. So I think it depends on what vibe you want to give to your turtles. I think I would go to, I don't know, I'm weird. Whenever I'm designing stuff, I do think I tend to go to a goofier side, but I don't know how to explain it. I love like a goofy cool. I'm not sure how to say it. Like I think proportions can be goofy, um expressions and all that, but hmm, I wonder what's a good example. I don't know. I think I have a few examples that, but they're those would be like the typical things that I would say, oh, this is a spoiler because I have never shown this before and something like that. Um I think I like a very good mix between, I don't like being super serious. I don't like it being like super edgy. I like things being very goofy, but the goofy that I like doing, hopefully if it needs to, it can be like pretty cool on its own. I don't know how to say it. Um, I was thinking of pushing further though, like turtles having Sin City-esque shadows during serious moments and the eyes peering through the darkness. Well, that does sound like the. To me, that sounds like the original ones, right? They do feel a lot like that. The ones from the comic, which I do feel they have like a really edgy feel to them. Um, then what did we get next? I guess ignoring I actually do like the hmm if I were to say anything about the this live action turtles, I just like how much Donnie is like geared up. I like something like the shades and things like that. I didn't quite enjoy the uncanny valley feeling to them, but like I said, what I think is super fun is like all of the little accessories that they do have. But I don't think there's much to um grab from this. Maybe like I said, some of the thingies that they have, a little bit of a surfer vibe, the glasses, the whole. I love that they started doing Donnie with glasses over and over. I do like that. Brings them back to the roots, like flipping a switch between kind of goofy, likable to maximum edge. I think that would be I think people would get on board with that. I think I do believe the turtles really work well in both a goofy um scenario and a really serious one. Oh, basically like they're also doing a game I think from the last running, which is a very serious type of feeling to the turtles, a lot edgier and all that. I've heard they're doing a game, so that sounds exciting. Oh, those guys. I remember watching that movie on the last day of middle school. You know, I really do like the second of the live action movies of Michael Bay Turtles. It feels more like a cartoon, which some people didn't like. It was a little bit goofier, more Saturday morning show. But I do like that they have the whole um Bebop and Rocksteady and Shredder in a more Shredder like costume, and it's a little bit chaotic, but it's fun. And now I think after those, we do get to the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which, like I said, especially when you look at this, something that I really liked about the 3D Turtles, the 2012 Turtles, was like their character and all of that, but the animation and scenarios and all that, something about those kind of 3D shows sometimes feels a little bit empty, a little bit stiff, and all that. And while a lot of people had problems with this set of designs because they changed a lot, I think they're super cool. I think they're super dynamic, and they have a lot of cool things to them. But I don't think we can deny that they did like quite a change, especially also saying like, oh, people don't like change, right? People don't like change, and seeing them like being too different, I think um that didn't go well with a lot of people. Well, let me drink a little bit of water. I think my biggest problem, I sort of said it before. I think the designs are like super cool. Oh, and the animation is like, whoa. I don't know, kind of gives me that Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann vibes. That super cool, snappy, very anime inspired feeling to it. And that's pretty incredible. But I think a problem with this, to me, the only problem that I would say, and I said it before a little bit, I just think Raph is like super huge in comparison. I think if Raph wasn't as huge in comparison, I don't think people would have had that much of an issue, because I don't see anything that you can complain about only this set of turtles, right? Like, what's wrong with them? Nothing. Oh, it's only that Raph looks like super huge in comparison. I think that's the only thing that you could say. And it does make sense for Raph being so huge, because he's basically a snapping turtle, which I think also people didn't like that there were different species. Although I think that's a pretty interesting take, right? It makes them have a lot more freedom in what they can do with the designs. So I really give it to them. Oh, and I didn't say this before. I think something that I'm keeping and that they have been doing is that they I think it may have started here. Rev has this little crack on its front shell, and so does he have it here. He also has it here, and I think that's pretty cool. I know it's just such a small detail, but I think it goes well with his personality. The perspective and the fights in that show, Chef Kiss. Oh, I do believe it. I haven't fully seen it. I think I saw like a few episodes when it started, but after that I lost track of it. But um, I've always seen a lot of the fights and the animations, and they're just like, I don't know how they made them so good, right? For usually shows like that don't have that kind of animation budget, but they did it, and it was like pretty amazing. Um, I did find this super cool and fun um showcase, and I think this is the thing that Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles does best. I love when um designing a character takes this into account. Like, ooh, Leo's a triangle. Like, let's do triangle and sharp patterns. Like, wow, that is like such a great insight. And everything sharp makes a lot of sense. And I have this like Donnie being a rectangle, things for him being rectangle. Again, that's a pretty great character design. You can also figure that out with Mikey. Mikey being very round like, because he's also like the bounciest. Oh, they even say that everything about Mikey is bouncy. um it You can see the repeating circle patterns and all that. Makes sense. He's like, usually, or I think most of the time, Mikey's like the baby of the group, right? Um, Even though they're almost like the same age, he's like a lot babyish. Um, I think that kind of fits his party and fun personality. And again, even with this, which was the character that you could say I have the most complaints, but it's just um in comparison to the others. But this is still like, this is great character design, just different shapes. And Raph being a square is totally fitting. It's perfect. It's like super perfect. I think he's a little bit too buff to my liking, but like I said, I think we can work with this. I think this is a great um thing to take into account. And like I said, all the designs in the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, while they weren't fully well loved, I think they have something like really special to them, and that all comes across in the design uh, thinking process, right? Uh, and now we do have new turtles, which I I would say these are probably the youngest turtles, right? And oh, something that I think this one, I don't think I would do this. Usually they like doing sometimes some of them with the full bandana or something, but I do like them all of them being the same like this instead of one just one having the full thing covering them up or something. I don't know if I would do it, or I think what I like is like at least do two of them, right? So that they, I don't know. I think it should be just having one fully covered feels like a little bit weird to me. What design did we have over here? Like at least in this one, you do have Raph fully covered, but also Donnie. Um, Donatello also has the full uh bandana cover up, but with this one, I don't know if just one of them having it feels alright. Uh, Nothing else out there quite like his design for Digital Devil Saga and Persona 2. Wait, what? Haven't seen this version. I wish I didn't. Wait, why? I think I love all the versions. But which one do you not like? Um, as I was saying, oh, and I had this really fun picture over here. Wait, what? Let me find it. Oh, so they seem to be doing this again, which I think it's pretty perfect. Uh, do the completely white eyes when it's needed. And I think that's like super awesome. And oh, they actually do something interesting that I didn't notice before. Maybe they do, but I don't see any iris, only the pupil, which looks good. It's like cartoony. Um, I think it could be fun to have different iris colors for each, just to play with the color. This one, I think they look pretty cool. I think the style of this movie is looking like super awesome. Um, I've been loving ever since Spider-Verse and then Puss in Boots. I think 3D movies started to become a lot more, you know, very artsy. I don't know how to say it. It has a lot more to the in it, has a lot more um of a, I don't know how to say it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I like this art style, especially for 3D a lot. Like, look at it, like what? Some of this is like, um, I don't like this screenshot, but I like what I've seen of the newest movie. Maybe it's the screenshot and the lighting. Maybe it's not being the best, right? But I think they look pretty cool. Like I said, they're small. They're very very fun. The backgrounds. I don't even know if this is like 3D or 2D or what are they doing? Like how are they achieving those backgrounds? They look like so cool. But I like to focus a lot of on backgrounds because I think that's something that I want to do when it comes to my projects. So it's kind of hard to not notice how cool they look. I don't know. I think they're pretty cool. Um, I feel like they do. Maybe it was just a screenshot. Maybe it could have been like a weird angle plus weird lighting. Uh, that wasn't helping. That may be the case because I think with the this looks pretty cool too. Art style is cool actually. Yeah. Like what? The look at the background, the green for this with a little bit of a magenta-ish tone. How do they do that? And I like also like even though it's 3D, they have like a lot of like squiggly lines all over, right? That is pretty cool. Um okay, so now we're basically caught up with all the turtle styles, which only means that we should start trying to see You Want Me Over. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but it does look pretty fun, and the art style is like um maybe the designs are not anything too special. They're pretty basic. I think they're like really young versions of the classic ones. They kind of remind me a lot of this, but with a lot of the things that we have been doing for a while, like giving them different colors, giving them a few um accessories, giving them things like that. But it's nothing mm, too intense of a redesign actually. But I think the strength with that movie is just in the art style. The art style is pretty looks pretty good for the backgrounds, the characters, how artsy the texture looks. They're like so painterly, like so squiggly. I don't know. Uh, I just sent you my turtle redesigned draft. It's messy because I lost my eraser. No. Okay, let me take a look at it before we begin. Um, oh, I know where you sent it, I think. Left to right, it's Mikey, Donnie, Leo, and Raph. Tried my best with no eraser. I like the little how do you call it? Uh, they look. I think I'm not sure if you did this intentionally, but it feels like it has a little bit of a rabbit bunny motif, and I also like that they all feel like they're in pajamas or something like that. It was pretty fun, and you were pretty quick for a draft. I kind of see. I see the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles influence in it, which is pretty cool. I like it. I also like that you dated the drawing. That's pretty wholesome. I think with Spider Verse and the TMNT movie and other animated movies with funky styles, the artists understand that a really good having really good tech doesn't mean it all has to be perfectly polished. Yeah, I think I'm just really glad that we're off that I don't know. There was like a realism bit for 3D movies, and I think it was a little bit less artistic at times, but now it's like full on artist vision. A lot of lines, a lot of 2D elements which are pretty fun, and that's really cool to see. But I don't think it said hi, immature radish before. Hi. Damn, I also lost my eraser. All right, well, let's see if maybe my version inspires something about yours. But I'm a little bit nervous. I usually do a lot of character design on my own, but I don't usually do it. I've been doing it a few times on stream, but I still feel like I do best when I do it on and off because I'm doing a thing, I'm searching some other thing, and then I come back at a later time and do it. But hopefully we will achieve our vision today, right? Hi, hi, Firebee. Hi again. Okay, so um, something that I really enjoyed about the Rise Turtles was that idea of a triangle, a rectangle, a square, and a circle. That's pretty good character design. Is Mikey going to have little rabbit ears now? I could see it. I could see his thing being a lot shorter, which feels a lot cuter. Yeah, his IMS thing. Hey, Senator, welcome. Um, super cool and epic battle in chat. No, are we still fighting? Fight, fight, fight. Okay, so this is. I like this, but I wonder. I feel like we could have both, um, all of them being the same and all of them being different at the same time. So, something that I was thinking about was that usually you see the body, right? You see the front shell, but I would like to have the back shell be like really prominent, I think. Um and with this we could even showcase differences between them. Something like maybe Mikey having those rounder edges, Raph maybe having spikier ones, but maybe it's too much. Let's see. Well, sorry, I was drawing. They were drawing. So any video game weapon is valid. So I do think something. Wait, let me get references up and going. Mm, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if we can achieve this. Hopefully, we can. Um, Taking a look at all of my references so that I can do a good job at it. So we're gonna almost make like a base for the turtles. That means I'm gonna try making one, which is um no turtle in particular, and out of that we probably can warp them, squish them around, out of that we can start doing stuff. Okay, so usually we do see this being a shape like this and split in six, like a little six pack. Some of them have it be more round, some of them. There are differences between them. We could do difference in between the turtles. I think right now this this is fine, like this. And then we usually see the shoulders over here. I kind of like the roundness of some of them. Like I don't want to make them too buff, but I think there was a really good example. Let me see if I can find it. Um hmm. I think I think the new ones do achieve that quite a lot. But let's start by doing. I'm just plotting out how we're gonna place everything, which is kind of hard. Their design is pretty simple, but there are things that we can work with. Hopefully, this looks like a good redesign. Hmm. When something that I'm thinking about is that when the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, I thought about doing a redesign for them, but in the end, I only feel like the only change I would do is making Raph smaller. So, um, I think those ones have like so many good ideas. I'm gonna borrow from them a few things and then like mix them up with others. So this is not like a Rise redesign. This is like my own version based on every single turtle. So hopefully that comes across. Um, okay. Oh yeah, I'm already crazy. I'm off my hinges. I don't care. Whoever wins the fight gets to be based. Um, we usually have like a belt over here. Oh, I do like the belt buckle with the little name thingy. And how could we do? I think the feet. I do like the splitting like this, right? I also don't want them to look like too basic, right? Um, because if so, then I'm not even achieving something better. I'm not saying I'm trying to be better. I'm just saying I feel like it should be worthy of being its own version, right? I do kind of like the big hands, although that may kind of look Goofy, like really big and bulky hands and feet. Like if you see them like this, they kind of look goofy, but maybe that also achieves my purpose of making them a little bit goofy but cool. Who knows? Um, I like a little bit of a slope over here. Um, makes their shoulders somewhat exposed, and I think we can do. Is this? Wait, we should move this around a little bit. It's like basically this is the shoulder, this is the bicep and the forearm, right? Joey hands. Maybe I'll need to edit that. Um, I think there's some way to find something to make it not as goofy but also not as edgy or something like that, which I'm looking for. I do like the protection gear, so I'm probably doing something like this. And maybe this is a little bit big. If we squash it a little bit, should be fine. Frog. You feel like that this looks too frog-like? It kind of does look frog-like, if I'm being honest. But I actually don't mind that too badly. Um, if that's the case. But something like this feels pretty balanced, but I'm starting to see a little issue. So let's work with this. I really like copying what I already have done and work with this a little bit. So something that I'm seeing that I wanted to showcase the turtle shell being like super huge. I want it to be like maybe not like super huge like this, but just so much that you can see it even behind the arms and all that. So let's see how well this works if we move this around. Something like maybe maybe giving them a little bit of a different shape, like something like one should have more like this, one should have more like a circle, one should have more squarish like. That could work for us, right? So maybe some like that, right? And what do they usually do when it comes to me and the gang looking at the Joey hands of that turtle? Maybe it was too much, but I mean, so far it's okay enough, I think. We might need to change things around. We have a full-blown roleplay fight here. We need helps. I mean, I did recently play D&D for the first time, so hey, I'm not judging. This neck might be too big for this. So let's see. Stuck your legs. That can work. Okay. So Oh, how it went? I think I'd show it a little bit before, but I don't think you were here last time. Let me see if I can grab it from around here. Um, Maybe I'll just grab. Wait. So what was really fun for me in my D&D session was that I came up with something that I felt was like very creative and very unique, and that was my character. I wanted to be a bard that had something related to bugs. So I really immediately thought to myself, oh, what if it's like a bard, and instead of, playing a typical instrument or just being like a typical um uh type of showman that you usually are, I felt like, whoa, it needs to be a complete like con man, someone who would try and get your money or something like that. And I came up with this, which was this tiny little guy based a little bit on um so what, a cricket bard? No, I thought it should be a little con man which has like a little flea circus. And it was, I based it off a little bit on that Better Call Saul, Reagan, and PT Flea from Bugs Life with my little flea circus, and I had a lot of fun. I was drawing this while playing the game, and I don't know. This was my first concept. I don't know if I would change it around a little bit, but I think it was pretty fun. And I think, oh, something that I really like, this little detail. This are like basically antenna, um, but yeah. So that's what I did. A cricket part was what you were thinking of. I did see like a bug race that I could be, but I didn't pick that one, at least not this time, because I feel like I wanted to be a little bit more in my comfort zone, which is just me being a little bit chaotic and and being like super fun and all that, instead of playing. I think I would play a bug in D&D, like I would only do those noises and all that, instead of what I should actually be saying and all that. But yeah, I did mention it last stream at one point. I think I did a better job at explaining what happened, but hopefully this little brief showcase also showed that I had fun in D&D. Um, I think, how long of a neck should it be? I like the, like we said, a little bit of the beak. They could all have different expressions, and maybe I'm worrying that this is coming off as maybe too generic of a turtle for a redesign, but I'll see if I can make some changes. Like, this is only the first version that we're doing, right? So it's kind of hard to do it like right away and get what you want completely. Just the other day, I was working on some of my, um, I think I mentioned it before, a little bit of my kaiju designs. And just the other day, I was basically doing a complete redesign of my of my ideas so far, which is like pretty intense, but I don't know, just something that I came up with and started going off, and I think it's going pretty well so far. So something like this, maybe. It's similar to this, right? So what can we see with this one? Okay, first off, I think I don't like um I'm not liking the proportions too much. Maybe they do feel like too generic. So we can work around with those. And what else? The face, I think the face needs a lot of work. And seeing how the shapes work for each of the turtles could be something very important. So let's open up some space and let's see what we can do. Sadly, I wasn't here last time, but I must just watch the bot. I fell asleep because my ADHD said, nope, we're not gonna remember what day it is. I'm sorry about that. I did have to change it quite a lot last time because, I just came back and I was just getting around to things. You could also just look for that part, which I think it's around the middle or 3/4. It was a very short stream where I was just talking about what happened in my little summer break. But oh well, let's see. Let's grab this one and let's do this. We'll put it over here in the middle so that I can work with it. And I want to make them all the same color to work with this. But I also want to make it a lot lighter so that I don't have to fully look at it. Like, it should feel like it's in the background. Whoop. So that I can work over this. Little stream for little grubs. That's right. I already won, guys. I killed both of you a long time ago. You bit them, right? You probably did that. You ate them, and now they're dead. No. Okay, so this looks like something we can work with, right? Now, let me see. Now, um, what else could I do to this? Am I missing something? We could also have like the things over here. They could look different depending on the turtle. We could have the basic square, the lines, the circles, and is there another version that we can do for this? And just maybe skin tight? Um, wait, what? Also, guys, finally in theater class, but I may have no one to drive to auditions. Are you gonna be an actor one day? I used to be in theater class, and I think if I can't say so myself, I was pretty good at it. I wonder, sometimes I wonder if I could just show up at a theater and audition for a role and maybe get it, but I don't know. I never know what's going on, so I never know what place are auditioning or when or where. So I don't even I don't even know how I would make that happen, but at least this is a thought, right? All right. So let's say which one. Oh, wait. Let me grab this one and let's do something like real quick. Maybe this would help us to see what we can do. We grab them, we copy and paste them 4 times, right? And now we could probably see what oh what we could do with each one of this. Okay, let's look at it. Ah, I think it could be real fun. I wanted to go to something like that after school activity. Oh yeah, I think our teacher wasn't the greatest, but I do like theater. I've always done like videos or little movies um with friends and even alone. So I always wanted to do a little bit of acting like that. And wait, this works better. And I think it would be fun to just, I don't know, just show up and say, "Hey, I want to be this." So now, okay. Now let's do that thing we were doing. So this is going to be Leo, which would be a little bit of our base. Let's do Donnie. Let's do Raph. And let's do Mike. Right? A little bit how we saw this before, right? But we we should start doing more of the variations for this. So what do we want to do? We do want to make Raph look a lot more square. So he could be something like this. I do like him being a lot bulkier than the rest. I could handle it. I think if I had a minor role, but it's probably not going to happen because of no ride, and I feel bad about my mom not being able to see the performances. Well, maybe some of the times even just friends can be able to see the performances. I don't think you should uh yeah, it could feel a little bit bad to not see them uh there, but I don't think you should not do it because of that. But like not a weapon I could have used. Maybe your mom would warm up to the idea. Yeah, that could happen. And what I would say would be like even if they're not there the first time or the second time, maybe for one of the last times where it's more official or something, they could be there. And that's that can be important. So let's think about heights. Mikey, I would say Mikey should be smaller. I like Leo being like really middle of the road, and we could do Donnie taller, like we said. It's not something too intense right now. Lankier too. Something too intense. Wider. But it's something to think about. So we should take into account those shapes that they had, with this being like a triangle. I think that works like really well. But should Raph be shorter? Maybe they should even be almost the same height. A little bit shorter, maybe. A little bit wider. Right? We can see the arms pop out like this. Well, I'm already in theater selective class and I can change back to band. I think theater is fun. That's what I did for a while. Right? So something like this. Even the face shapes. My sad posting is causing everyone to disappear. I don't think so. No. At least I'm still here, right? So should be like this, and Mikey. I feel like I'm gonna do like a little bean shape. That's what I'm gonna do. Like little bean shape, which also lets me to think about the shapes that I did. Obama. I like this looking like protective gear. Like I got distracted eating chocolate. I should also eat something like that soon. Would be nice. Recently I've been very into Reese's cups. So something like this I think works well. Beanier shaped hands, and even for Donnie would actually have the most jawy hands of them all. It should be a lot longer and all that. And I think let's see what we can do with the shapes on the back of the shells. Something like this. Ooh, but no, I think I kind of like how this looks. like the different shapes for the back of the shell. But I also kind of like, let's see if this works. Like I said, I also kind of like the mole having like a really round shape behind that unifies them. Like this shape unifies them from behind, which could make them look not as dynamic when you're looking at them from behind, but I also kind of like that so that when you see them jumping around and all that, they kind of like this. Mikey shaped like a Pringle a little bit. I'm thinking I'm thinking of this. Like when you see them in the shadows or something, they always look like very similar. I'm not finding a good image, but they usually jump around. Mm. Well, imagine like this, but I'm trying to draw an antler dragonfly thanks to our beetle here. Oh, really? You should show it if you're done later. Sounds cool. Um, okay. So let me think a little bit of what we want to do. So like this, I know what to do. Oof, I think I didn't copy that, right? Nope. Okay, so it was like this, and this is like this. How? Let's see the difference, right? This one was almost like this. This one was a lot squarish, and this one was again circly. So no, I do think that I like them all having the back being very similar, and then maybe we can do some variations to that. All right. Oops. Eat the paper. All right. Let's move this around. I'll move this one out of the way. And I think I'll grab this one. I'll put it over here. Make it a little bit bigger. And we can start working with this. So, is there anything else I could do for this? Okay, I think I know. My only problem right now would be getting the arms right and all that. Um, but I think this looks pretty fine. All right. I also think maybe I should do some of these faces before the others, just to see how they work for me. So something like this. Let's make Raph like really angry. Show the whole set of teeth. They usually have those like almost human like teeth. Gonna do this little crosses so that feels like they're doing a big even they even have more sometimes, like they usually do this. Wait, let's see what they do. It was kind of hard. They I think it depends. Fangs out. I think he could have one bigger to down here, which could look pretty fun. We could have that. And Chomper's paired. uh, the head shape being like this, making fangs. Oof, I thought a little bit about that. Um, I like the bulkier looking teeth. Like they usually have. Let me see. Check it out. They usually have like interesting looking teeth. Like check it out over here. Like very big, squarish teeth. And I think while I wouldn't do like full square, I think this is a good compromise where it's like bulky and big, but it also has like a um like this ref, but I think we're kind of doing like the inverse where this ref has like a little um thing like this. Ours would have a like a little thing like this, right? So it's not as sharp, but I think it's pretty fun, especially for ref. I think this might be a little bit too little of a neck. Um, let's see. Anyways, I gotta go to sleep soon. Guys, school night. Gotta be up at 6 a.m. Okay. Have a good night, Leo. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. In case you're already going. If not, you can stay for longer, but I do believe it's getting late. Um, okay, so I like this. I think I would do something like this, where it's like a black space between the neck and some of these areas. That looks like pretty fun. Like I put that, I'll take that into account. Go to sleep. No, you're not based. No, come on. We're all based here, right? We're you're all based grubs. Buenas noches. Okay, so Let me see if I can do this. I want to have a good expression for this. A good head shape. Oof, we're almost there. I like this little bump over here. And what type? He's always like pretty angry, so let's do it like this. It's kind of funny looking because he also does look like pretty small, but in the version that I'm drawing, but he looks like he does have anger issues, which is pretty fitting for Raph. Whoop. But let's see what we get. Okay, so something like this. I need to move the head around though. I feel like it would be this would leave no space for a neck, which I don't feel that's the case, or it shouldn't be the case. Um, Gotta be rested for Spanish one. Ooh, yeah. So something like this. I think it's even a good expression. Um, Ref is not my favorite um ever because I don't like the color red, but it's pretty simple to draw. It's pretty easy to understand because he does have like one of the strongest personalities from the turtles, which like I said, it's pretty easy to understand, I guess, the character. I think even though Leo is the most balanced and all that, I think he could be the hardest just because it would feel more like a blank slate, like nothing too special from Leo usually stands out. So that's gonna be hard to balance. But I would say Leo is usually my favorite. So nothing, I'm not criticizing him, but it's more of that, ooh, could be hard to get. Ooh, I kind of like this, like the shell being over here. Hopefully this works. Let's see. Because this is pretty big, but I did want a big shell to surround them, right? We get this, and let's make this part like broken. I've got those jelly hands like this. We got that. Let's do like a big emblem for the belt buckle. Maybe it will feel like this one is a little bit um teared up or something, like almost broken. Big hand for crushing a watermelon. Mm, okay. So something like this. And this. Finish up the circle. Like, maybe this is too big, but I'll see how it looks for the others. Or maybe I'll have to move it around. See how it looks for the others. I think I may need to um move things around for it to fully work, because if not, I will probably end up uh making it look not proportionate enough. So that's a little bit of an issue. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now, and we're gonna move on to Leo a little bit, just so that I can get some of the proportions right, hopefully. So with Leo, like we said, um, basic head shape, basic beak-like pose, probably like this. I'm thinking of this shape, right? Um, Not a fully a triangle, but kind of like this. Well, for this one, I was thinking like this. So, so yeah. This Leo would probably look like the most generic one out of them all, but like we said, is a little bit like our base model for the turtles. Let's give it a little bit of that. Um, Maybe this big's too long. Gotta give it that edge still. In a way, maybe I'm not doing like anything too intense. Um, this could also be judged as doing the turtles in my style. But to me, this is a little bit more than just doing them in my style, because I think I would just grab a specific set of turtles. Trapezoid, yeah, a little bit. I think I would just grab a set of turtles and then just redraw them. But I'm not doing that. I feel like I'm trying to join more things out of each version of them. That's why we also took a look at all of them. What if I was one of the turtles too, but I'm no ninja? I just have a gun. I feel like that would be a story that they would have at one point. No longer a ninja. I'm just a turtle with a gun. I'm just a turtle with a gun. You're not even a turtle, you're just a person in a turtle costume. I just have a turtle costume on. And that's it. Whoop. And rage. I'm not a Ninja Turtle. I just have a turtle costume, a gun, and a lot of rage. Now let's see what you do, how you deal with that. Let's see how you handle that. Uh, uh, uh. So I kind of like this shape. It kind of has a little bit of a side profile thing going on. Um, and an overwhelming appetite. And I love eating pizza. I mean, the Ninja Turtles do love pizza too, so I think it's valid. Okay, so if I don't kill you, I'll eat you first. I do believe that would be something that Limon would do. Hey Beetle, you will see the movie Blue Beetle. Um, you know, when I was thinking, this is a funny little detail. Um, when I was thinking about what username I should have on the internet, at one point I did consider Blue Beetle until I noticed that it was actually something that already existed, right? I was like, oh well, I guess I can't use that one. And but other than that, I Blue Beetle, Beetle. Other than that, I'm not sure. I don't think I would see. I don't go really often to the movies, and if I do, it's something like has to be something like this, like the Turtles, which I haven't still. But um, I wish the character design had a lot more Beetle elements to it. But I like the idea. Excuse me. Okay, so something like this, right? And we get those two folds, which is one. Oh, I think before this, there should be like a little place to join things here. But I may even remove that because I want the whole um basically the whole turtle shell to be black probably. But let's see what we can do. I will probably color this one just to showcase that real quickly. That is something that I kind of want to do. Um which should Leo have? I don't think this one should be for this. This one, I think this one should be for Leo, and I think the skin tight should be for Donnie. So what was it? It was two or three, three, I guess. So it's like this, and then one, two, three. Pretty simple. And again like this. One, two, a little bit of a three over here. Doesn't need to be perfect. Maybe it could have been like two for the two katanas that Leo has. That could be interesting. Oh, I kind of like that in a way that the circle that I did previously does work for the circle that I want to do completely with black. I think that works. So let's see. Oh, I'm missing the legs, which would be like, okay, it's good that this gets covered up. We can do like a little bit of a, the rise ones have like shorts, but Leo kind of has this going on, and I think I would use this too. Something like this, a black area too for the little joint in this area. And again, we do we do this. Instead of doing knees, we just do a fun little shape for each one. Oh, by the way, before uh a lot of you go, uh Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, I think that's the name, which is releasing on Friday. It's a game a little bit like what is it? Jet Set Radio Future. And if it's not too expensive, I might stream it uh on Friday. Could be something fun that we do. I haven't played games on stream in a while. So if I've got the chance, I might do it. So something like this. Then we go down. Gamer bug. That's right. We're getting those games. Didn't realize it was releasing so soon. I mean, it took a while, but yeah, now it feels like really, really soon after all that time. It kind of does. But yeah, I might stream it. I'm not sure. It does depend on how expensive it is. If it's not too much, I think I would like to play it um here because I usually play on my own, but then after playing the game, sometimes it doesn't feel like I should play it again or not yet. So this time would be like, no, the moment I get it, the moment I stream it. Um, hopefully I don't do too too badly with that, but yeah, just letting you grubs know that hopefully we get that fun little stream going on. How's the turtle looking? Hopefully it doesn't look too bad, right? Um, should I do the fingernails, the toenails, I guess, for this case? Sometimes I don't like them, sometimes I do. It's kind of hard to say. They both have their charm and not at the same time. I guess, like for example, this version doesn't do it, although I feel like I would remember them having it. Uh, this ones do have it. Feels reminiscent of the original comics. You know, for some reason, um, for some reason, maybe it's the thingies and the black that I'm using. I was really not expecting my version to look so much like the comics, and I do also think that's what I'm approaching the most in terms of style. Um, like because of the beak, perhaps, but I don't know. I sent you the dragonfly. Oh, can I share it? I have so many um windows open, so I think I do like these proportions. Well, that's good to hear. Here's the bebe, very rough sketch, dirty, very inspired by dragonfly, very my style, but not long enough. Whoa, this is very interesting. Feels like those it's like a metamorphosis thing going on. It's the proportions and the beak. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just think it's very I wouldn't I don't know if to say funny or interesting because I feel like I would have gone more with this type of turtle or even this. I feel like this would be more what I would do, but in a way I kind of circled back into the comics which uh, I don't know, it's funny that I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh yeah, I was gonna share this feels like very um like a metamorphosis thing. It's starting to um how would you say it transform. You can see all the shapes and things. And I can understand why you feel like, oh, it needs to be even longer. Like the the space of the page doesn't even uh give you enough space for it, but it's pretty cool and very interesting concept. I always love that you do the little notes for things I've noticed. I sometimes do that, but I wish I could do it more in a way like that. Like when people are doing like concept art, they do a lot of notes too. And I feel like when I do those, they feel I don't know, maybe like I think about those ideas, but I don't take notes. And if I did, it doesn't feel like that organized. Let me see if I can find something like that. Um like this is one of those examples for me like, oh, this is just so good how they do notes. Wait, it's not loading. The page ended. Yeah, I bet you did feel that, right? Um, for example, for me, like this, how they do notes. Oh, this is like so small. Um, the way they show notes in Pokemon, this is like, oh, this is so perfect. I'm just so messy that I would never be able to do this type of annotations. And I love how this type of annotations looks like. Oh yeah, they're you know clearly setting things for each and every one of them and all that. But um, I'm not that tidy. Let me get my references back up because I always lose them. Never say never. Well, yeah, but mm, it's kind of hard when I don't feel like I have good handwriting and I don't feel like um I can put that so well into words. I usually just like do it and that's it. I think about it, I do it, and then um I do write notes, but usually I write notes elsewhere, so I guess that doesn't help. If you want to practice to be able to make those annotations, just practice forehead. Let me see if I can find a good example of what I do whenever I do actually do those. Um, Maybe I don't even have examples for that. Let's see. Mm, nope. I'm seeing absolutely no sign of any annotations. Um, okay. Maybe over here. No, this one. Maybe this one. Uh, no. There are no. I have no examples. It seems like I actually never do it. Okay, so this is like super spoilery, but as I usually say it, um, I trust you, Grubs. Uh, Sometimes I think of a little Pokemon-like game, but with bugs, and I was thinking of, oh, what if it had that type of Undertale um genocide run and um normal run and all that, and I was trying to create characters for that, but wait, let's see. I do this. Um, I do this, and I really don't like how this type of annotation that I did looks. Like this is my drawing. Oh, and I even say like this. Um, Pokemon game, Undertale roots, three types, positive, negative, and neutral. And like, come on, look at this writing. It's so messy, especially in paint. I also feel like that doesn't help me. Um, like I like my drawings, I like my concept art that I come up with and all that, but I don't like my annotations. Sometimes I do them with I actually start writing with the actual text feature, but that feels even less I don't know, soulful or something. it feels less organic. That's what I would say. It feels less organic, which I don't like, but yeah, no, I know. As long as I can read it, there my attention is true to true. But what I was praising, or what I was uh like trying to convey, is that I really like how these things usually look for concept art books and all that. They look like so well organized. Um, and I don't think I have that. So I feel like that's a problem, quote unquote. Because what if I wanted to do like an art book and all my drawings are like this drawing? I don't know. It already looks like so good. Like this concept art versus mine. This would be my concept art. This would be my process. It's like so super messy. I know maybe there's value to what I do, but it's just like really funny to me that um when I see other concept art, it's always like so clean and so beautiful and so perfect, and mine is just like because darn it, BRB need to wake up the mama. She might be late to work. All right, go do that. Well, concept artists convey ideas to other people first and foremost. True, and in my case, it would be only for me, like you said, um, or at least mostly. So there's that, but it's kind of a tough thing to do since I'm so used to being like so messy. That's why I say like yeah, it's a little bit hard to break that habit too. But I guess it kind of makes sense. Mm, you know what ideas you have in your head, so you don't have to worry, true, about how you communicate it. Concept art in that case is pretty much for archiving, keeping yourself consistent. Yeah. For me, usually my concept art that I'm doing, well, yeah, I guess you would call it archiving because I think for me it's just not to not lose that visual idea that I had. The same thing that I do with when I write stuff. I always say like it's so important if you have an idea and if you want to keep that idea around, you have to write it because I usually say maybe when it comes to like bigger things, okay, maybe it can stick around even if you don't write it. But something that does happen like so much to me, I feel like one at what moment I'm like, oh, I have an idea. Oh, but I'll remember. I don't have to write it. And then I don't write it. And then the next day I'm like, wait, what was my idea? What was my thingy? Part of it is good online confidence, and another part of it is just understanding the principles of design and know what people might look at first and their eye might gravitate to afterward. True. I think when I look at that, I think it's just like a level of cleanliness that I do not possess. Like uh I feel like at times maybe I can be a little bit clean, but I really have to aim for it, which is hard. And usually my style is even a lot more chaotic in nature, so would be hard to get to that point. And to me, maybe this is also another stage of the character design. Like to me, when I look at this feels like a full-fledged character that is already ready to be shipped. And maybe that's it. Let's say I was looking at the Blaze concept art, and like the last one has that feeling that those Pokemon ones have, like this. So this one is super clean comparison, but this one's, they're messier. Uh, I would say they do have a cleaner style than what I do. I don't think I could do it like right away and just do it like this, but it's interesting. Maybe I ought to link you Araki's concept doodles for JoJo because they're loose as cell with practically zero annotations. Ooh, that would be really interesting to see. Especially what I'm thinking, what I've been thinking mostly recently is about like I've said it before that I don't share a lot of my own doodles for concepts and characters that I'm gonna be doing for series or comics or whatever. But I do feel like, whoa, if this became a thing, it would be really cool to make like a little art book of concept art and all that to see all the stages, um, so that it's not lost, and people can actually see all that went through, in terms of character design. Like I do so many images, so many drawings behind the scenes of things that I want to work on. But so that's why I'm thinking about that, like in a way to how to put it together and make it look good instead of make my bad art without annotations and all that. Sorry, drinking a little bit of water. All right, wait, here we are. I think this Leo is going along pretty well. I want some long lines like this. BRB going on a quick grocery run. I sent you an email with the link. All right. Good luck with the groceries, and yeah, hopefully I'm done with Leo by then. I want to move on to the others too, but I need to get this one right. Um, I probably need to check the link after the stream just to not get too caught up with it, but I'll take a quick sneak peek into it probably because we might have something to talk about then. Um, and the other, I'm not liking how this is looking. Maybe like this. And hmm, looks too, looks not what I want it to look like. Oh, I think, yeah, something like going over here, then I want it to be pretty long. This one, it's long, but I feel like it should be like this. Okay, that looks about right. Looks good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. This seems like it works for me. Oh, I do see a problem now. This should the little thingy should look a little bit separate like that. All right. We're almost done with this. Let's do the hands, although like we've said before, they're pretty big in the way that I've drawn them, but hopefully they do work. I feel like having big hands in a series like this only helps with making it a lot more fun, especially with the um weapons, I guess. But maybe it's still too much. Let's see if let's see if this is too much, because it might be a little bit. Maybe if we curl them up like this, up until here, and then like we did for here. Yep, I think this should be enough. Maybe spread out, they would be, or they would look bigger, but right now we're looking at them, like we said, a little bit curled up. And this one, we shouldn't even see the nails, so I think this is fine. But should there be one back? Hello again. Hello, Boyd. Welcome back. Trying to finish up the hands. Still a little bit worried about how big they are. Um, might edit it a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I think like this could be it. Just a tiny bit, right? Um, because also Donnie should have bigger hands. Raph a little bit too. There should be our middle of the road thingy going on. I guess I also worry that I'm not doing anything too drastic as I thought I maybe would. Um, but I also think like in the past, the turtles that I would have done would have been more of a redesign for the rice turtles. Well, for this, I feel like I'm just doing a merge of all the turtles. So this time it's a little bit different. But I hope that it still comes across like a good overall design for the turtles. Alright, let's finish up this space and we can color this one pretty quickly, I think. Oop. Should they have something in their wrist? That could be easy. They do seem to have something in some versions. So I will. I'll send you one of my favorite long girls. They're so precious to me. Oh, I'll take a quick look. Oh, better quality? Oh, are those original designs? Can I show them? They look pretty cool. Watching Beetle making the turtles make me wanna draw in my style. My favorite turtle, Donnie. Oh, you should. Um, you should. I also feel like in the recent years, Donatello, I feel like has been my favorite turtle overall. They have been portraying Donatello with a lot of I don't know, quirky stuff, quirky feeling to him, so that's pretty fun. You don't need to worry, you can always add stuff. Yeah, like I said, this would be like the first version of things that I've done. And I usually do more than one whenever I'm designing. Like I have I start with one version of the character and then I change that and then I redesign that and then all blah blah blah. I'm gonna show what you did. Because it's pretty cool. And you did make them long. And it's funny that I see them long girls with our short little boy. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like them, and I feel like it's pretty cool that you tried giving them like a different color, a different set of iconic ideas, shapes, and all that. I really like that. Uh, Donnie's always a silly cute guy. Yeah. Yeah, I used to always relate to Leo a lot because of the color blue, and I just love blue. But like I said, in recent years, I don't know, Donnie being like a little nerdy and geeky and all that. It's like I relate to that a lot. Also, I do love like characters with staff like weapons. I think that's pretty cool. Even though kind of looks like the silliest weapon in a way, because you say, "Oh, it's just a stick." But I like characters that have that type of weapon. All right. Oh, I think we can start. Oh, I forgot about. Do they have this thing? Okay, sounds just kind of happened. uh, I feel like it did. It did just kind of happen. But hey, I mean, I don't think Sans is not welcome, right? All right, let's remove. Or let me some shapes. Yeah, they're pretty fun. Let's remove some of the colors over here so that we can color this. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Wait. Okay, let me just copy this elsewhere. And this should be almost our standard. You can do it just a lot with just a long stick. True. I'm basically just a circle, if you think about it. That's almost all that I am. Oh, I do see some areas that we need to close, but it's nothing too intense. All right, I think it's looking pretty good. Um, gonna fix some shapes a little bit. We should close this. This should be like around here, and this other bit around here, right? And I think this is something that we could probably have the most fun when doing this. Um, but I need to think about what we will do when it comes to some future areas, especially with the other turtles. Um, like we said, we wanted Leo to be our standard basic turtle, but the others should have a little bit more of a customization to them in a way. So, okay, circle of life. um, see what I'm thinking should be something like this. Mm, let's see if this works. So, okay, we pick a blue. Let's see how this color. I like this one. Looks good. We fill some of these areas up. And now it's gonna be hard. Um, I think I need to copy this one just in case. Because the way that I see things, we could mess this up a little bit. Because I'm never sure about using full black for stuff. Maybe I won't use full black, but almost so that it looks like we are. Oop. This could work. So this way we do have like another color we're using. And we can change it if we don't want it to be that color. Now, for the greens, it's gonna be really tough choosing a type of green, especially since we still don't have the others. But even if we don't have the other colors, I think we can just pick one right now. And later on we could change them, maybe? Yeah, because right now I think I want them to the greens that they have between each other to work together too. And I think the special thing about my my design on the turtles would be how I'm doing the roundness and on the back shell. Because right now maybe it won't feel like I'm doing anything too special, but to me it's pretty fun that we have this around. Now, this should be like a like yellow, but we could also put some of the color that um they have as in a little bit of a mix between give them a tone to each other and all that. Uh, let me let me do this. Okay, now they usually use. Should it be like a fully colored band? Probably not. Let's do something like this. They usually have a color like this for this band in the belts, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a tone to it, which we might do for every turtle. We might need to check how they work with each other. Um, let's see. This one for the back, we should get like a green like this. This is very typical, right? But I'm gonna change things up real soon. Okay, so something like this. Oh, and the nails. We should just be. I think we could also just do like the green, the same green. Doesn't matter. All right, now I think I would give. Wait, let me copy this one too. Like this is the basic standard version, right? But I think we could give it a little bit of a hue of blue. Something like this. Make it bluer. Like that. I wonder if we could do that with the green over here. That might be risky, but let's see. Let's see how this looks. Well, maybe. Okay, I don't have too many undos, but maybe this green is fine. I would like. Um, F to pay respect to your coloring. I can't do more than one color. I get anxious. What do you mean by that? Oh, like I do. I'm looking at blue and then green and then all of that. I mean, it does depend. I do like having uh just one tone for a thing. I think I think we are using this a little bit as a basis, and then we can do all of the others too. So like with this one, for example, let's put it over here. And like I said, we could do it looking with more of a blue tint. So which would be the color? Which could be something like this even. But this is not that much of a standard color, which it kind of works. But maybe if we add a little bit more green to it, but brighter. Let's see how we could get this color, and this color once again over here. And then I would do something like this. This is too grayish. Color matching is a skill, but I'm not ready to ruin my drawing again. I mean, it's we do have, you're doing it on paper, so it's also a little bit different. So it's very understandable. And as you saw, my ladies are literally one color each. No, but that works like really well for what it is, I think. I always love when things can have like one iconic color, and when you do that, you can basically um have that character and have that character represented by just that color and that color alone. And if you do that, if you can make a character that can be represented like this way, I think you've achieved a great fading character design. If you can do this like that, that to me is great character design. Now maybe this is too shiny, so let's see about this. Maybe that's, I kind of like this color. Does it work for this? Oop. Let's see. Can look good, yeah. Almost doesn't change. So you can see like maybe you can't see, but let me show it. Up. You can see quite the difference in between these two. I'm not sure which I would go with. The back shell would be 100% this one, but the colors is still a little bit debatable. But I think this is a good example of what I would do. But I still need to see like the other turtles to make it fully work, so that I can so that I can fully choose which colors they have, because I do think they need to work with one another, not only with themselves. Um I think that is important. For example, what is this color? I really like this one. Don't necessarily want to color pick. This is maybe too much, although I do like how it looks. Whoa, I do like that one in a way. Let's keep it around just in case. Um, those are from this, and I think uh these turtles, well, are the ones ah that I will have a great um bottom speaks to me. Yeah, I think we're probably leaning more into that. But we still do need to see the others to see, to actually see if it works or not. Yeah, for now, like this is like a good thing, but I feel like it's like usually when you have one character, you want the character, for example, to have their colors combined with each other, right? The, you want the colors to match good enough and all that. And maybe this is okay, right? But what about compared to with someone with purple with a darker thingy and all that? Um we need to keep that in mind. But like I said, we do need the other turtles so that we can do that judging once we have that. All right. I think we can keep on doing okay. Well, now something important that we didn't do before. I wanted to have the shells. Well, the shells should somewhat match. Like this is the shape. We want the same shape, right? But like the way this is going, the others could have something different. So, for example, Mikey could have something like this. Ref could have something like this. And Donatello, I don't know what Donatello could have. Um, maybe. Wait, what does he have over here? Is there a difference um that we could do? That one seems harder. Green and purple is such a good combo. It's one of my favorite combos. Like it works like really well. Hmm. I guess I'll think about what to do with Donnie because I feel like we need to find something to do for his turtle shell. Maybe like this. Yeah, like this. Like more like you see the shapes? No. Hmm. I'll think about it. That's good. That one's gonna be tough. Okay, so we're doing the fingers. This should almost be like squarish, like this. Almost. Not fully. Not fully. And make the legs, like we said, chunkier. And what do we want for... I think this one should be... Or... Or no, maybe that would make him look bulkier. So maybe this one. Make them tighter. Or wait. No, this... I think the rectangles just work too well for us to abandon them. And I think we can... No, but... Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Like, this shape works well for Raph, but should Donnie be like more skin tight? But then again, maybe Donnie needs more protection, so he could have like bigger thingies. You know, because maybe they're not um doing enough for Raph. Um, uh, I love purple plus blue a lot. Also, black and red or gold is so cool. I think I like um purple and green, and then I like blue and green a lot, and wonder if there's something else that I'm missing, like my favorite color combos. But I've always said it. My favorite colors are like this blue, then this kind of green, then like purple, and then orange. These are my favorite set of colors. But in terms of combos, I need to think about it. Oh yeah. Uh, uh, uh. I need to stretch a little bit. Uh, uh. Okay, let's get back into it. Oh, I know what to do with this. I do feel like it's a little bit too tall, so something like this works for me. Because I want to make this just go down just a little bit. you can do layers for dawn, like a bit armory. I'm thinking about something like that. Could work. Maybe not how you're saying. Like I could see something like this, and then maybe one little layer under. I would like that, but I still not sure what to do with the. Ooh, there's something there. Like I'm thinking about this. Check it out. I'm thinking about this. Yeah, no. I gotcha. Like, not for the face, but what if for something, right? uh, something like this, like cushiony. There is something there, so I'll keep that in mind. It's a good catch. Mm, but I wonder if there's something else, especially for the back shell. That's what I'm struggling right now with Donnie. That I'm feeling like, what could we do there? What is there to do? Um, Big protection. Yeah. All right. If I'm doing that for Donnie, we could actually still do the squares for Ref, which would help me. So let's do that. Should they? Oh, should they be like? They should go outside like this. Because in a way, we're just like projecting a little bit of a knee shape with this. I imagine Rap to have some sharp metal shoulder pads. I think we I think what I would do when it comes to I do like the accessories bit, but I think that would need to be like a um second go at it. Like I don't think I could do it at first because that I feel it's something that would need a lot of research to do. Um but I do think it's pretty important for if I do a version spiky stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's pretty important. And I honestly I feel like I forgot about it. If I wanted to do any um to accessorize them or something. I wasn't thinking about that, but it would be um important if I wanted. Yeah, details would be a mess at this stage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it is good to think about it even so like at this stage it's just a lot more difficult to draw right now because of the way that I'm doing it. But it does help me out a lot because I think just as I've said, um something that I do is that I have a design and then I redo that and I change that around and I move things around and all that. And that would be something that I would work with all the extra details like that. I could see myself giving Mikey something that feels like surfer like. um it would be important to do so. So something like this. So yeah, I don't know if this is the perfect version of the turtles like I had in my head, but I still feel like I'm enjoying how it's looking. Like I can see this being a thing maybe someday. It has its charm while also bringing things from previous turtles. But I think um well, that's actually another thing I write along with my drawings in sketchbook. What do you mean? Details you will end up adding, or what is it that you? Let's copy this hand just for this to be a lot quicker. Like horizontal. Wait, what? This doesn't look right. Yep, details to add or the other way around. Yeah, that's what I should be doing, but I don't. um, because it would be useful. So I'm picturing something like this. Pretty simple to this side, but it works. Copy and paste. How is this your life? Yeah, true. Although this time it actually didn't work, sadly. But it is one of those things that helps you from working digitally, especially like zooming in, zooming out. Um, Instead of erasing, you could just you know, Control C, undo. It does help. I just wish it would be easier to add texture on paper. Uh, how so? Doesn't paper have like texture, or do you mean like as an effect, like on PC maybe you could add it with a layer or something like that? Is that what you mean? I mean, I think, but it could be hard to find. I think I've seen like some things you print and you put over, or they're like stickers or something. They have like texture for physical drawings. I think that's a way you could do it. I would like to make a layer of cool printed paper under cut and cut that part out. Yeah, that could totally work. I think I could see that working, so you could do that. All right, we're almost there. Just I feel like I didn't draw this hand at all, but I guess that was my bad. They do look a little freakishly large, so let's modify this just a little bit. And I think that's almost to the size and shape that we want them. Yeah, that exists, but I never tried those. Maybe you could one day. But yeah, I understand what you mean. It's not as easy to access, right? It's not something you have every day. But I mean, there could be ways to sort of do it yourself, or try some drawing techniques to add that texture that you want. There could be something. All right. And the feet. Something like this. And from the other side. I'm not even following a certain shape. I'm just doing what sort of feels like would be the shape. And I feel like that's about right. Sort of fits. These have flowers. Sorry if I'm a ghost, but I listen to everything. Oh, don't worry. I don't mind you lurking. Honestly, whenever I watch stuff, I always lurk. I don't ever chat, but it's just fun to talk with you, Grubs, if you are here and around. I love that there are still Grubs listening, even if you're not saying anything. I'm still always trying to say something at least, and trying to entertain you, Grubs. So I'm glad that's the case. Lurking is a-okay. True. Totally. We love lurkers, which I think lurkers are really important. And like I said, I myself, in a way, whenever I'm watching my own stuff, my free time, I always just lurk, and no, usually I don't speak. It's fine to be in your bubble, hanging out, and enjoying the time. And that's what I want to do. I want you Grubs to enjoy and have a good, relaxing time. Draw with me if you want to. Color mandalas as background is also really cool. What? Oh, as the texture would be intense, but it would be cool. All right, we're almost there. Although it takes long because it's like four four turtles. But if I need to, I could make a part two and I could even do like a little stream tomorrow to finish the turtles if this goes too long and I feel like I should take a break. Plus, we could get to see like some of the changes if I come up with some, right? That could be interesting. So I might just do that. But I'll have to think about it. All right. I need to, yeah, move that around. Du-du-du-du. Okay. I'm liking most of this over here. And we're doing like small divisions. I don't know what. Oh, I think I know what this is. Oh, Beetle, you're so cute. And I finally finished my drawing of Donnie. I will send you that. Oh, of course. Tell me when you've sent it, or if you need to know where to send it, and um, I'll share it if you want to. I would love to see that. All right, let's do some coloring. Again, this is the basic idea. This is not sure if this is gonna be this is gonna be the final tone of the colors, because that could all change around. Um, I think a darker tone would work great. I think something like this works like super fine. But right now we're also just doing the basic color. Um, all right. Let's use this again. Okay. Um, let's fix this up. And oop, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Moment of truth. A little bit. A little bit. Like right now we're just doing like the basic idea of the colors. And like I've said before, it's something that will be fine-tuned because the Groot. Because we we need to probably, for example, this is right now too basic and brown, and same with this. And we could probably mm, do some coloring to that. All right, let's see how we can do it. Something like this, and then with this one, just a basic difference to make it a little bit more red. But for this one, we want even more red. So like this. Wait, that's too red. Why didn't I should be something like this. Because I want the turtle shells to look more like the color they represent. Even this. Mm, should be around here. More the color that I'm looking for. Don't want it to look just like brown. I do want it to look more like. Alright, and then for now I'll grab this color and I use this one for this little thingy. But there's a lot of things that we might need to do and change around. Okay. I think. Wait, let me see. Let's see which one I would work with. Okay, so for example, now that we have two, they look too much the same size. I would do this one a little bit shorter, just a tiny bit, and we could adjust the feet like this. I hope it's coming together. Thank you. Did you send it anywhere? There's white flowers. Because so far I'm not seeing it, but I'm not sure where I should look for it. If you need my email, let me know, and all my social media should be open to a message. Cause I don't see the Donnie yet. Maybe you haven't sent it. Defeat the feet? Not yet? Alright, alright. I just needed to know if I was gonna look around or something. Let me know. Alright, this looks good, I think, so far. Okay, this is an example of what I was talking about. For example, I will send that on Twitter. Okay. If we have this color that they have in the 2003 one, and this color for Raph, I think these two are great colors to work with. Um, they have a lot more contrast to them, and this is just a small example of how they work together between each other. Right? I think this looks pretty good. Let me see if what color they're using here. Like this type of tone and shade is pretty good. Um I like how serious it can look, and it's a little bit less saturated than what I like sometimes, but we're just using this as an example right now of how I think they do work well together. Something like this. So I might need to do more of a difference between them. So I like this tone, and the tone of blue. Um, and I like this green hue that we had. Like, could we do it for this? Maybe. Now this is too dark. Maybe something like this, but with no blue. No. Um, I just don't want it to look too on the aquatic side, on the aqua. But this could work. And the other blue that we had, like this one. Something similar to me, even. I usually use something like this. Oh, but I do kind of want saturated colors, so could be hard to balance. Let's do Mikey with a bigger um expression, maybe. And I think that would make it so that Donnie is the last one that we work in. But how big of an expression can we do? Maybe just a little smile. It's kind of hard to. It feels like it's time for the funny guy. It is. um, feels like it's a small when I sent the drawing in the messages of Twitter. Oh, I think I see it. Whoa. Yeah, that's something that I feel like sometimes I do forget. I would also like Donatello to have glasses. I think that's also important. Can I show it? It looks super cool. I really like your small chibi Donnie. Chicken from FNAF would be good friends with Mikey. Why? Really like what you did. Um, the glasses look cool too. Let me know if I can show it. Sometimes I feel like I and it should be okay, but it's yeah, when when I get to show it you'll understand. They love pizza. Well, I mean, all the turtles do love pizza, but it's true. They're probably the most enthusiastic about it. Thank you. Yeah, you can shut. Let's go. Here it is. This is like this one. This little guy is super fun. I really like the use of the different colors, the purple, the bluish colors, and the green. Looks pretty cool. Did a great job at it. I really like it. Other level of pizza lovers, yeah. Yeah, that's super cute. I love me. Little small bean. Means a lot to me that someone like uses those things. Oh, but it's true. It's true. You did a great job. Wait, it should be over here and here. Thank you so much. No, thank you for sharing. I always love it when you grubs basically draw with me. It's pretty fun to be doing this side by side. I do like the short thing for my key, but which side should it be on? Probably right here, like this. Oh, maybe I should differentiate them more with their length and thingy. Ah, that could be hard. I'll need to. No, that could be important. Uh, but I'll need to think about it being shape friend. Yeah. Um, could be important. Oh, I didn't add this type of shade for this. It's a drawing party. Yes. Very good in a heavy Russian accent. That kind of feels like a little bit of a. It's probably not that, but since I've been playing a lot of TF2 these days, that feels like a reference to heavy. Saying, ah, yeah, very good. Something like that. It is? Oh, I've been so happy playing TF2 this uh recently since the summer update. It's been like ooh, so fun. And I've been experiencing those there are 100 people servers and it's so chaotic but it's pretty fun. Wait, I'll do this. Is there really seals now? Yeah. One of the new summer maps has a seal that you have to basically feed, and it's pretty funny. So when you kill other mercenaries, you get fish, and with that fish, you feed the seal. And it's a really good looking map, so I'm also pretty happy with that one too. Um, too cute. Yeah, the seal is super chunky, super chunky. Hmm. I can see some areas where this is lacking a little bit now. Like I feel like I wanted to do more of a difference between them, but they ended up being super samey in a way. Um, Maybe that would be something that would need like a second look to it, but I guess we tried. Um, cause I'm not I don't think this is bad, but I do feel like there's something more that I could have done that I'm not sure what it is still. Um, I was thinking about, oh, I wanted to do like the belts differently. This one I thought like this, then maybe this one should be like more jagged and rugged and all that. And this one I'm doing like thin, but now that I look at it, maybe it all feels too much like the same. We could make game nights with everyone where you get done with Discord. That would be fantastic. I think that could happen in the future. And with the Discord, yeah. Quick grocery run. Anyway, I'm back. Welcome back. Um, I was thinking that might be too much. I'll need to think about it. Um, there could be something that I either finish the last turtle like tomorrow or reduce some of the designs because like I said, right now my only issue is that I feel they're coming out too samey. Which is both expected and not sure. Um and I think I need I could probably think about a few things to change the way that I do designs, which is usually like, I don't know, random idea pops into my head after a while and then I try it out. Oh, this looks. Ah, well, So yeah, maybe I what I do is that I'll finish Mikey and maybe I'll leave Donnie for tomorrow and we can explore some other ideas. Uh if I think about something, if not maybe then I'll see what I do. Wait. Ah, cuz there's something missing for me. I don't know what it is, but something should be different. Let's do the circle. Then let's do. Oh, I remember that I should do the circle over the circle that I did. Ah, because I'm trying to make it bigger. That's my motive between them. That's the part that should be the most similar, but at the same time, I feel like I also did the body shape very similar for all of them, so that's where I'm a little bit lost. Like, maybe I should have done more. What could I have done more than that? It's a little bit tricky. Alright, then, like, the idea would be like this one has like little pointy bits. This one is like super round, but this one is like round in a way that um splits, right? I think the problem is that you made the shell so big that it takes up 85% of the silhouette. Hmm, could be. We could test how it could look with a complete different silhouette for each turtle. Like, we could test later, if I do stream tomorrow or something. What if Raph had a shell like this, right? A, like this, and then Mikey also bean shaped, and then Donatello more like this, and maybe that um makes a difference. I wanted to make them um similar but different, and that's why I chose like the big shell for all of them. But yeah, maybe that's causing them to, since that's the silhouette, that's maybe causing the issue, right? That could be the case. But like I said, that's why I usually like testing and changing things around, and maybe something that I thought it was a good idea, maybe after modifying that could look very different and a lot better. So it's about exploring. That's a great way that I would characterize character design. Character design. That it's basically a character exploration. Um, doing a lot to see what works and what doesn't, and all of that um involves a lot of exploration, trying things out, messing with things. And this, since, like I said before, it's basically just gonna be like the first draft, which I don't think I usually um uh consider my designs ready after the first draft. I do quite a lot of them, even probably more than I should. I keep on testing things out again and again, even if I probably should be done with it by now. Let's see. Yeah, they would be interesting to explore, and I think we can do that. Uh, Cause this was my vision at first, but even then, I am struggling to feel like this is probably the right thing to do. Like I feel like there's some areas we could be exploring instead of how it came out. Like the perfectionist. Sadly, I am a little bit of a perfectionist. All right, let's do some of the coloring. Usually they do Mikey a lot like this. So let's do it a little bit like that. Just as our base. We could even go more into this blue color, which is why I didn't want to go that far with Leo, because I usually see this color with Mikey. And we're choosing the same one for this. Um, for this yellow, we could do a little bit more orange. That works. Oh, for this one, I'm still choosing the same color just because. And let's fix some of those small spaces in between stuff. Now, I'm going to sleep. Good night. Good night, DG. Hope you enjoy the stream. Uh, have a good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. If I don't finish Donnie, which I might not, I could even stream another day this week. I'm not promising anything yet. Could be tomorrow, could be another day, but I could see myself streaming again this week just to mm, speed this up a little bit so that it doesn't take like 2 weeks or something. What color did I want? I lost it. Oh, I wanted something orangey. This will look a little bit, oh, like this. And then this one, but with orange. Oh, then I should. Oh, maybe that's too far gone. I guess like this works better. All right. So far, I do like how this looks, like I said, but we would need to explore if the shells do need different shapes. I kind of like them having that same big shape and the characters being the ones that differ a little bit in body type, but in a way they do feel like very samey still, so that was my issue. I would like to do explore also the how they look from the back. I really love like this type of color. Like basically it should look something like this. Wow. In a way it should look like this. Wait. Should be looking well. I do like how this in a way would look. How do we turn this around? I'm pretty sure there's a way. What? Ah, uh, no. Flip, vertical. Oh, what did I miss? Just doing a little test. Where's the voice censored? No, I'm just doing a tiny little test of how it would look. Whoop. Okay, I guess never mind. How it would look if it was facing the other way. That's what I'm trying to see. Um, we could even do cool back designs, like something like a little skull shape, or like a little wink, like a little face for Mikey. Um, maybe Leo's would be like super balanced, like four thingies. I'm kind of basing it off something from the Rice Turtles. They had um Rice 2018 plus. No, I don't think I was doing anything like that. Uh, I, I would need to find a good image for that. Um, but there are no like they usually have this shape, simple, but in the rise of the TMNT cartoon, They all say that. I mean, you can clearly see what I was trying to do. Um, Especially Leo has this um thing on the back. So I'm thinking something like this. Hi, Ninja Fake NPC. Long time no see. Welcome to the stream. Just working on my, I guess, Ninja Turtles designs. Trying to see if I could do a bit more, but just thinking right now. I might I might just do a stream tomorrow so that I don't end up sleeping too late as I have often. Um, and then I can finish tomorrow Donnie and try a few other ideas. Yeah, it's been a while, but it's good to see you. You're drawing my family tree? Oh, ninja's true! I didn't even connect the two, but that's true. There's something really fun that we could do with this. But yeah, I think it's about to be 4 hours, and I'm sorry you just got here. Oh, I wanted to check that link before I go. Because I want to think about that concept art stuff. Um, I already made the joke, but it'd be funny if you just abandoned the turtles entirely and just drew Donnie Darko for Donnie. I thought you were gonna say like it'd be funny if I just didn't drew Donnie at all. It'd be like okay, just forgotten turtle. Because I usually feel like Donnie. I think now it's a lot more popular than Donatello, but it used to be the one that people didn't like before because he wasn't cool enough or something. Did you draw the sensor right? His name is Splinter. No, no, no. I was just doing the turtles today. Um, I think doing Master Splinter would be like really tough. Okay, this one I'm looking at some of the JoJo doodles, and now this is my kind of doodle. Wait, it's not loading, but let me see if I can show it. No, Donnie. Yep. I think I will do Donnie tomorrow so that I don't end up sleeping too late. Uh, this is my type of doodle. Um, and if I do that tomorrow, I think we can test out a few other things to make them look more unique and more fun. Explore the idea a little bit more, and I'll think about it. Maybe it's not tomorrow, but should be this week. Um, but I'll try to make it tomorrow. But yes, stay tuned for Donatello. So for now, I think with that 4 hour mark, I will end the stream so that I can rest and work on my sleeping schedule, which is still bad, but I think today I had a good sleep, so I feel good. Don Corleone as Donnie. He has to draw Donnie. You can't just ignore him. I will, but I think I will do that tomorrow or some other day this week. I'm aiming for tomorrow, but yeah. Um, I'm sorry I had to end the stream. It feels a little bit early, even though it's been 4 hours, but ah, I gotta rest, Grubs. Really glad you all came and chat and hope you had fun. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, Grubs. Have a good night. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Bye bye.